So, all right, welcome to Twitch. Welcome on Twitch. Welcome on YouTube. This is Plus R Replay, where I do commentary over our recorded Guilty Gear Plus R matches here in SoCal. Majority of the time, we can't stream at our venues, or if we could, it'd be at like 2 a.m. Plus, I want to be able to help upload this footage onto this channel instead of the venues channel, so make sure it gets uploaded with good archive footage. Sometimes they don't upload everything, but I have control of my channel, so therefore I can make sure I get everything uploaded. Separate footage like this also really helps the community get together at a more manageable time, so we can watch them together instead of East Coast having to wait until 5 a.m., that kind of thing. So I also want to mention the Megalomania circuit. This is where we're giving out a cash prize to 2 people based on 2 different weight classes, one for veterans, one for not veterans. By going to the 6 main majors across North America that will have Plus R and ranking in those, you actually have a shot at winning. So for details, you can check out the exclamation point circuits, which I'll link right here, or there's a link that's going to be in the description if you're on YouTube. The last thing I want to mention is our Discord server. If you're interested in getting into this game, then the Discord server is definitely where to start. We've got a great community, a ton of resources, and a network of people to play both online and offline. Check it out. I've got a link for that in the description on YouTube too, and for those of you on Twitch, link right there for you. Alright, so with all those formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and take a look at the bracket here. There we go. So, this is actually our last Salty of the year. So we actually, Salty always goes on hiatus around holiday time, like the end of December, all throughout January, and then it starts up maybe around February, depending on what's going on. So this is the very last one we're going to have for a while. We still have another location where we meet up at. So there will still be plenty of Plus R tournaments that are going on. We got Worlds Collide. I've been showing up casuals for some other locations too, like Danger Time and stuff like that. And we were doing our online tournaments recently too. So let's go over all the players that have entered our Salty tournament here. We've got Mike Z, needs no introduction, massive pop player, Weatherbee, Juno, myself, Midi Man, Mech, Goldencreme, JMZ, Windyman, Tronzilla, DJ Azure, and Shodan. You can see a couple of these people already got buys. Let's go ahead and hit start the tournament. And we'll just kind of clear out these buys real quick before we get started. Goldencreme. These are all the 4 seeded players of the tournament. Okay. So our very first match is going to end up being Juno versus Mike Z. Now, we didn't have Weatherbee and Juno on stream, so I'm just going to go ahead and clear that one. Juno ended up beating Weatherbee 2-0 off stream. So let's get started with Mike Z versus Juno. It was fun watching this tournament, huh? So this is Potemkin versus Potemkin. Mike Z, probably, I mean, he's definitely the highest ranking Potemkin player in US right now, in North America. He's just such a strong player in general for all sorts of fighting games that he carries a lot of that over to Guilty Gear. And his biggest strength is being able to exploit your weaknesses. So he sees any sort of chink in your armor, and he'll just drive a nail right through that and just beat that sort of thing down. And that works really well for him. You know, you see people on stage in those majors, and they end up getting really scared. And as soon as he sees fear, he just goes in, no hesitation. You know, if you have hesitation against Potemkin, especially against Mike Z's Potemkin, you're going to lose. Juno is a newer Potemkin player, but he also has a ton of fighting game experience. Played a lot before Guilty Gear. Has been playing a whole bunch of other fighting games as well. Ooh, nice Potemkin buster there. That's a chance of getting his round back from him. But that's going to be it right there, the Heavenly Pop Buster. First game for Mike Z.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell.
Okay. Juno picking up the coked up Potemkin here. Oh, this burst block. Mike Z doing a typical backdash pop buster. Now, Potemkin's backdash has a ton of frames of invul. Oh, I was a little shocked he didn't catch him with that. Just slightly out of range, though, it looks like. And only 1 frame of recovery. So you need a really long active move to really punish to punish Potemkin's backdash. If you don't end up doing that, then he'll just end up potbustering as soon as he wakes up. And a reminder, potbuster is 3 frames. So 3 frames means, like, normally you don't really have a move like a normal that has a 2-frame input or something like that, right? So you can't just poke out of somebody's block string even if the block string is not completely perfect. But if you have a 3-frame gap in there, he can potbuster through it. So you're going to see a lot of things where your normal block string shenanigans are going to really get exploited by Potemkin and Mike Z in general. Especially more so if you take into account instant blocking, because you can just instant block it, shave off a few more frames, and then do a potbuster. Mike Z going for the swag kill, the instant kill. It's a very typical thing that Mike Z does. Supposed to be instant kill last round. Instant kill is actually it's invul on startup, so because of that, it's actually seems like it's a good, decent option, but don't be fooled. Mike Z's not doing it because it's a good thing to do, and it's like actually like something that you might consider doing. He does it because it's just for the swag reason, and that's it. So Mike Z ended up beating Juno 2-0. Let's take a look at our bracket here. We'll pull this up. So that was 2-0 Mike Z. Give me a moment to queue up the next match, and we'll get started with that. So before we get started, normally what I end up doing is I end up getting an energy drink and drinking that around top 8, but just gonna do it today. Today is just a normal, typical one. It's NOS, my normal go-to. It's not too much, but also it's pretty effective in its own right. So here we go. What I've been doing a lot of is actually kind of like reviewing them while I'm doing this, because I need an energy drink to just keep up all the energy and constantly talk for 2 hours or however long it's gonna end up being. But yeah, so NOS is my go-to. It's really good. I like it. It's not, like I said, not too strong. I usually don't even finish the whole can, but all right. So our next game, we have a match that was off stream, and that was Midi versus Mech. Midi ended up winning 2-1 against Mech here. So that one was off stream. So the next one that's going to happen on stream here is going to be myself versus Midi Man. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. All right, Midi Man versus myself. So Midi Man is a really accomplished Skullgirls player. We actually have Skullgirls tournaments at the same time as the locals for Plus R. He mostly shows up for that, but he's also been improving a lot in Plus R with Kai. You can really see a lot of his work and how well he's been improving. So I don't know why. I think I was expecting a burst there. I knew that was going to mess up a combo, just slightly off from the height. Probably could have added a punch there to really increase my height. One thing you're going to find too, whenever I watch myself, the commentary is a very different kind of perspective. It's like, oh, I could have changed my combo here and I could have done more damage or something like that, you know, instead of these two people are doing this. So one really good move that Kai has against Biken, well, he's got his 6P, has a lot of really great invul. See, that's a combo string that only works against Kai. So pretty good there. Messed up the tatami mat on wake up. Nice setup for that super. He's going right through that. You know, I gotta know the invul distance and everything like that, but it worked out perfectly. So 1 point for myself. There we go. 1 point here. Yeah, so I was saying, the really great moves that Kai has against Biken. Biken likes to be in the air at your face a lot. Things like IAD tatami mat, IAD jump S, things like that. And Kai's 6'8" or 6P really beats a lot of that kind of stuff. So it's very hard to get in on Kai because his 6P is so strong with its invul. And also his 2D, because you can cancel a whole bunch of moves into 2D, and any character that has a 2D like his, where it's got really low range and not that high of a hurt box, is actually really good for stuffing Baiken's guard cancel Sakura. So, you can do a block string, and if you see Sakura coming out, just cancel your move into 2D, because in 2D you can cancel out of a lot of moves. One thing he doesn't have is he doesn't have any throw-in bull moves, so I always try and take advantage of that. Nice block on that Yozansen there. Good throw. And Baku's going to seal the deal there. It's always tough to deal with when Baiken has 25% meter and enough health, or you only have enough health where you're going to die from one single Baku. So you want to kind of bait it if you can, get rid of that meter, and then you can deal some real damage to her. I was in the middle of doing an attack, so I couldn't really set something up. Just trying to keep him in the corner. You know, Baiken's damage heavily relies on the corner. Also, she gets a ton of stuff from counter hits. So if I've got somebody stuck in the corner, I'm going to be fishing for counter hits, and I'm also going to be trying to lock them down in the corner. He's got me stuck in the corner here. I tried to do an Oren as an escape. Didn't really work out as well as I hoped. Definitely a bad habit to constantly use Oren like the way I do. I think I was trying to do a 6P at the right time or something. I thought he might have attacked one way, so I was delaying it a little bit more. I just ended up running past him. But there we go. 2-0 for myself. Let's go to the bracket here. All right, on the bracket here, we've got myself versus Miniman. I ended up winning 2-0. Give me a moment to queue up the next match, and we'll get started with that one. All right, so off stream we had the match DJ Azure versus Shodan, and DJ Azure ended up winning that one 2-0. It's here. So we're gonna do the next match. The next match is actually Tronzilla versus DJ Azure. Let's go ahead and pull this up right now. Tronzilla playing Justice. You know, Tronzilla, you see him a lot at majors, so if you're going to majors, you know, get ready to fight him. One thing you saw Tron do right there is his Tiger Knee Michael Sword. Tiger Knee Michael Sword is 2 hits, but it's also got landing recovery, meaning once you land, you have certain frames where you cannot block. I mentioned this a few times before, but if you have a move that has landing recovery, and you can cancel that with another attack on the way down before you land, you actually negate that landing recovery, because it's going to use the landing recovery of the next move. So if you use Jump P or something like that, it's going to cancel the landing recovery, Jump P's landing recovery, which is not in system. DJ Azure, what his strengths are dolphins. He absolutely loves made dolphins. To the point where it's absurd. Like, he'll cancel dolphins into dolphins into dolphins in a very obnoxious way. Oh, that was close. He was trying to do a dolphin on the other side of Tron to get rid of those mines. Now, certain characters, the dolphins are a lot more effective than other characters. Nice strike back tail against that dolphin. Very smart. Oh, nice cross up there. May has 3K, which is her slide. Ouch. Ouch. Her slide's good, but you can still blow up the bomb prematurely to get around it. She has some pretty fast movement. She can do her dolphin force break projectile at you. She can do just a regular dolphin to get around most of them. She can even summon a dolphin behind you and then let go of it at the right time to get rid of the bombs, because, you know, if Justice gets hit once, then all the bombs disappear. That's something to keep in mind too. Tronzilla didn't win here. They update this. Interesting trade there. Ooh, didn't quite confirm there. DJ Azure's stuck in the corner. Got a whale. Nice. Whale super looks like it's really effective for that. That was clearly an overhead kiss that got stuffed. And Azure not having a good time here. Oh, got tagged just at the end with the whale. Great Yamada, right? So I was just talking with people about Justice's install, which is called a mega shift, and how terrible it is. It requires 100% meter, and you pretty much lose all your meter after that, and you get full guard crush status and all this kind of stuff. I think it'd be cool if you could have Justice do an install that would actually work. It's gonna be fun. So that move right there, it's if they're really close like that, then it does its full damage essentially. You know, if their health is really low, the minimum amount of damage you can deal is always 1. Oh, by the way, you never want to punish this super. She ends up being like plus 20 something, so you can't really punish that. But yeah, so the minimum amount of damage you can deal in this game is 1 damage. So if they're at high guts, or even if they're blocking, that super, if they're really close, does like 40 damage on if they're all one single hit point, you know, like 40 hits. So a really good way of dealing chip damage, or if you want to drain their meter or something like that, you know, if they want to avoid chip damage. Oh, was able to get around the bombs, but not able to deal any effects there. DJ Azure probably could have done an FRC and get out of that. Oh, nice! Michael Sword is going to be for the kill. 2 for Tron. Let's take a look at our bracket here. So we had Tronzilla and Azure. Tronzilla ended up winning 2-0. Great, and let's go ahead and queue up our next match. Alright, so while we were waiting for JMZ to show up, he was busy with the Skullgirls tournament. We went ahead and did a little bit of the losers bracket side. Let's just clear some of these out because the buys have lost clearly on this part. So we're going to have Weatherbee wins against his buy. Mech wins against his buy. And Shodan wins against his buy. So this match right here is going to end up being Shodan versus Juno. So right here. Let's get this one started. Right. Shodan versus Juno. Like I said, Juno's Potemkin. Shodan is Soul. Shodan actually just recently started playing Plus R. His first tournament was our beginners tournament, so it just goes to show just how much the beginners tournament actually helped. There's a couple other people who've been entering some of our tournaments because of the beginners tournament, so really nice to see some of them getting in there and just to kind of see the scene growing even in our own local scene of SoCal. So Juno ends up hitting with a pop buster. Ooh, could have comboed off that. You know, it's kind of interesting. There's actually a combo extension against almost only Soul. Soul and just like 2 other characters, I think Testament also, where you can do an extra combo off of doing an Oki mix-up here, going high-low. Ooh, it was a missed pop buster right there. So Juno is a pad player, and he was talking to me about like how you would do pop busters and stuff like that on pad. He's used to a bunch of other kind of stuff like 360s, but this isn't a 360 motion, it's a half-step back-forward motion. So it's a little bit more difficult for him to get used to that. It seems to be doing it fine right here, right? Juno ends up taking the first game here. I don't know if Shodan wants to stick with Soul, or if he's going to pick some other character. You know, a lot of people when they first start off Plus R, they'll pick Soul because he's the most kind of relatable. They know what core circle motions are, they know what dragon punches are, and you know, Soul has a lot of other stuff beyond that. But still, he's still got the most relatable stuff, even more relatable, I think, than Kai. Plus Soul is just complete badass. Well, that was a good backdash on Shodan's part. Trying to get out of Pop Buster range. Juno takes one more round. He's got 1 round left here. Oh, couldn't quite combo that with the 6P. See right there, that was him missing another Pop Buster. It's him getting used to it on the controller. So because of that, you'll see Juno, when he plays in tournament, he'll go for a lot more combo type of moves rather than Pop Buster setups. He'll still try and do Pop Buster, but you'll see him whiff it every now and then just because he just needs to get used to it. You know, the way Mike Z does it is incredible. Like it's almost scary that he's able to do it the way he does. Oh, missed the combo on that. Nice 6P. So he's like right there. He went for a combo from the 6P. And honestly, a lot of Potemkins usually play where they go a lot more combo heavy. You'll see them kind of follow what Fab has been doing, or how Fab plays Potemkin. Wrong direction, Gigantor there. There we go, that's gonna kill. Heat extend. Juno ends up taking it 2-0. On our bracket here, we have Juno versus Shodan, and Juno wins 2-0. They make it so Juno ends up making top 8. Give me a second, I'm going to load up the next game, and we'll get started with that one. Alright, so up next, we're going to have DJ Azure versus Weatherbee. Again, from loser's side. Weatherbee is the ABBA player. DJ Azure is the very dolphin-loving May player. Picking the best stage here, of course. Or best song, I mean. Weatherbee trying to go strong with a solid 6H round start. I've seen it work. You know, when it works, it really works. So Weatherbee really putting on the oppressive pressure here. It was. Trying to get around those dolphins. Nice Donzai. It's going to eat that dolphin there. Man, Donzai's really doing it. Weatherbee should be switching into Goku Roha mode. There we go. Goku Roha is just like using a blood pack, so he's going to end up getting a lot of health back from that. Just like you would when you use a blood pack. And now his goal is going to be either to kill or get out before he's killed. He's got no health left. You see that? Yeah, be careful, because you, when you're doing damage, you're dealing damage to yourself. You have to switch out before you're dead. You'll see if you watch the Digital Watches Kumite, which I've got on my channel, by the way. You watch the Digital Watches Kumite, there are points where... Sorry, I always mix the two names up. Skeletal Minion. Watch the Skeletal Minion Kumite. Skeletal Minion ends up getting to a point where he's at 1 hit point, and if he drops the combo, he's going to die. But if he doesn't drop the combo, then he'll kill the opponent. And he's just going at it and at it and at it and at it and then kills them, you know? It's just really risky at some points, but that's how ABBA kind of is. Nice confirm there. Nice Donzai, it's going to set things up. Hopefully Weatherbee will be able to switch out. He doesn't really have much health anyway. That knockdown's going to hurt. Oh, man. DJ Azure gets a point off. Playing some very big brain May there. Best track in the game, yeah, right. I cannot stand. They should have something in there to prevent that song from being in that. It's even worse than, you know, like Birthday Train or something, because at least that's music. Okay, so Weatherbee trying to make up for his loss here. You know, when it comes to May, you can never let your guard down, because a random swipe or something like that can just end up ruining your day. There we go. Goku Roha's gonna hit her. Gonna launch that off into a combo. Good burst. That burst is to prevent a knockdown. This one thing you're gonna see too. If you end up knocking down ABBA, that can actually deal more damage to her than continuing a combo, because if she runs out of her meter, which gets lowered by about a third every time you do a knockdown, then she won't gain her health back afterwards. So it's a very useful tactic. Also, you can punish her because you get a free punish if she gets forced out. Again, you don't ever want to punish this super. She ends up being plus afterwards. Look at that, just eating the time that Abba has for this. Now he's going to do Goku Roha. Oh, but gets hit with 6H. Oh, I thought that might have clashed wrong. You're going to see here where Weatherbee's going to run out of health completely. You have his 1 hit point left. And the Dolphin cross-ups are such an easy way to tick off that 1 hit point. They're such an ambiguous move for how to block that it's very difficult to get around it, and it does not have cross-up protection for that move either. Good throw on Weatherbee's end. He's able to get a switch with the Blood Pack. Good block on 6P. Was able to sweep into something, but couldn't confirm too much after that. Right into Goku. Here we go. Oh, drop the combo. Yeah, it's gonna be harder. May is harder to character to combo than most others. This should be a kill right here, though. Oh, nice burst. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! He could have had that. Oh, Azure didn't notice that the meter was out. That's gonna kill him. Oh no, didn't kill. Oh my god. What's gonna happen here? Big Brain may play. Big Brain may play, come on. Oh. Wow, what a round. Both just to the final hit points, and Azure's just standing there. It's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Back to a 1-1 here. Man, I hate May so much. Doing all the most cheap shit, right? She's got 3K, her 6P can just stun you. The Dolphins just, like, that would cross the Abba up. It's just so absurd and obnoxious a character. And you know what? I say that about every character, right? Pick a character, it's like, God, I hate that character. Fuck that character. So you can see here, Weatherbee's almost out of meter. 1 knockdown is going to end up making him lose it. There we go. That should kill if he can get the full combo. Nope. Final Dolphin killed him. Man, Azure is just spamming those Dolphins. He loves those Dolphin moves. It's a great move, though, so. Alright, going into regular Muroha mode. Good instant block there from Weatherbee. Really cranking up that guard meter against May. Nice hits there. It's going to deal a fair amount of damage. Stuck in the corner. Not a good spot to be. Gotta go Muroha mode right now before you get knocked down. Oh, man. Oh! That burst was to save him from being knocked down, but didn't save him. Can he finish this? Nope. Azure's going to take it. 2-1 for Azure against Weatherbee. Alright, let's take a look at our bracket here.
Please select your character.
You'll see we had Azure versus Weatherbee. Azure ends up winning against Weatherbee 2-1. Let's go ahead and queue up our next match here. So we ended up getting our game here where we finished JMZ versus Windyman off stream. So I'm going to take a look at the bracket here. So JMZ ended up winning, or sorry, losing to Midiman. Midiman won 2-1. And then JMZ, of course, beat his bye. And so our next current match is going to be Midiman versus JMZ. Pulling that one up right now here. So JMZ, well known for winning EVO 2017. Look it up. We got Midiman back here. Again, this is on loser's side, so whoever loses this one gets knocked out. I just gotta mention something real quick with this stage. One of two stages it's kind of a little bit frowned upon by certain players. It's got this shaft of light on the right, and the shaft of light kind of washes out certain effects and makes it harder to see things like projectiles and stuff like that. So it's not banned or anything, but you do see sometimes where people are like, oh, we got this stage, let's reset. This is the slash version of Kai's stage, Paris. Two stages have like that shaft of light that's really annoying. It's this one here, slash Paris, and then also slash Grove, which is Dizzy stage. Or Testament stage. You see, JMZ has full meter and full level 3. Oh man, that was a nasty drop there. You could have done a ton of damage from that level 3 after that Roman cancel. There we go. Do something off that. No. So regarding that joke before, JMZ didn't actually win Evo. He slept in after drinking a lot and didn't enter plus R. So instead, people didn't realize that you had to register on the website in order to play. You couldn't just show up. So one of those people was Skeletal Minion. So Skeletal Minion ended up taking JMZ's slot on the Smash GG bracket and ended up winning the whole tournament. So it says JMZ won, but really it was Skeletal Minion. Nice Fafnir there. Ooh, good burst, but could have been very exploited. Unintentional slash back? I don't know. That's going to be it for Windyman. First game goes to JMZ.
Please select your character.
Switching the song.
Heaven or hell. Do one.
I always appreciate it when they switch the song on here. Because, you know, in tournament you can't really hear the music. But here, with you guys, you can hear the music. At least I hope so. And so if you can hear the music, then you kind of want things to be changed. You don't want the same song over and over. I always appreciate when they do a song change. Oops. Oh, nice hit there. Couldn't get too much off a confirm off of a reverse there. Oh, nice. Nice air grab. I always found that the force break version of that is so much harder to combo after. Like, it's so low, it ends up like hitting the Moti G or something like that. It's just kind of weird. Oh, couldn't confirm anything off that Fafnir. Safe super there. There we go, nice good with the gun flame. It'll charge up his meter to full. What you'll see a lot of Order Souls do as well is they'll charge their meter just to the cusp of level 3, and not to anything less than that, actually. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's to prevent like a second level 3 move from coming out. So like if you're doing a combo, you want to do a level 3 and then like 2 level 2s and then a level 1 or something like that. If you do 2 level 3s, it might mess up the combo. I think that's what's going on. Also, I'm pretty sure once it drains, you know, it ends up draining like the whole thing, something like that. So it might be pointless to get anything more than that. Yeah, so you drain the whole meter even though you had full meter there. It's kind of pointless to get more than that. You're wasting a lot of effort on it. So Windyman here trying to recover this. He's got less health, but he's got that first win on the round. Doesn't want to lose this round and lose that momentum. Super's not going to work there. Ride the Lightning might have worked there, though. Now, Order Soul has a lot of... he's kind of stubby character, right? So his jump arc is a lot smaller and shorter. And that might sound like it's really bad, but it's actually, because it's so unique, it's kind of something that really helps give him an extra advantage. It's really good for grabbing people out of the air. Stuck in the corner here. Windyman trying to apply some pressure. You know, when it comes to block strings, it's something that's kind of an art that's hard for people to get used to, right? We saw Windyman who's just mashing P in the corner there, and it's not going to change anything. You need to go for high lows. You need to go for stops, like gaps, to see if they're going to do a counter hit, or to do a hit so you can counter them. To do it's not just highs and lows. It's also like that, walking forward and doing a throw, all sorts of things. Giving them enough space for them to hang themselves for you to actually punish them forward is a really good option here. Nice setup there. He ended up taking a page from JMZ's book just here a couple seconds ago. Nice cross up. Ooh, got hit with Fafnir. 1 hit point left. There we go. JMZ ends up taking it 2-0 against Miniman. We pull up our bracket here. We'll go ahead and update this. So it was 2-0 JMZ. And let's go ahead and queue up our next match. Alright, so we're already on top 8. There was actually quite a few games that kind of got skipped just because we're waiting for so many people in the middle of tournament and stuff like that. So because there's certain, like if somebody's doing a whole bunch of matches in Skullgirls or in Vampire Savior, they kind of can choke everything up else and bottleneck it to prevent things from going on. We had to actually do a few of them that were off stream. One of them was Goldencreme versus Windyman on the winner's side. So with this one, it was actually Goldencreme ended up beating Windyman 2-0. And another one here was Windyman versus Mech. Windyman ended up beating Mech 2-0. Well, that means we're now on top 8, so let's go ahead and get started on this one here. I'm just going to make it one video instead of 2 videos tonight, guys, because there's just not enough videos, essentially, in general, for us to do this. Top 8, we got Mike Z and myself on winner's side, Goldencreme and Tronzilla on winner's side, and all the buys ended up getting it. We got, for loser's side, DJ Azure and Windyman. That's going to be... It's gonna be dumb. It's two mazes back and forth. And we've got JMZ and Juno. So our first game for top 8 is gonna be Mike Z versus myself. Let's go ahead and see how this one goes here. Let me get a bottle of alcohol and drink myself to death. Not a fan of this match. Those of you who've seen it, I actually have a first to 50 on my channel with myself versus Mike Z. It was an experience. That was Wise Burst. Jump, 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 jump! No! He keeps doing the 6H now because he knows I'm gonna do backdashes more. And kind of tags my backdash and kills me. I'm dead after my 3rd mistake. Potemkin's worst match. I don't know if Mike said it was his worst matchup. I'm not gonna. He doesn't. I don't need to exaggerate what Mike said. I think what Mike said was that it was a bad matchup for Potemkin. There we go. That's an instant kill. Johnny's his worst matchup. I mean, legitimately, you know, Potemkin does have some bad matchups. We'll just ignore the fact that I just got smoked that first game. No commentary needed. 2D, that was a good start. 2D actually beats a lot of good round starters that Potemkin's able to do. Look at that distance! God damn, I think I'm safe, right? And then just nope. Nope. That's gonna be death right there. Watch, Roman cancel. Oh, that's not gonna kill. Why did you do that one? That didn't kill. You could have killed me if you didn't do that option. Look at that fucking... God damn it! You know, it's like, okay, so I went over to DQRF's place. I was playing DQRF some matches with him, and I was kind of like impressed how much I'd improved. And then I watch shit like this, and it's just like, what am I doing? Like, I'm trying to play smart. What am I gonna do here? He's gonna backdash, maybe? Oh, Gigantor. Okay, I called it. There we go. Good, good. See, this is exactly where I want him. Nice, nice. See? Just keep him stuck in the corner, and that's a kill. Oh, come on. So I'm like, okay, you know, I've been improving, and then this happens, right? Oh, my God. The trick is keep distance, and, you know, we're not playing the same game. Potemkin and Viking are playing the same game. He needs to get three hits to win. I need to get 10 hits to win, right? And I need to understand that if I mean, just stay safe, get far, keep your range, and that's it. Right now I can just run, right? Because he's losing health. Come on, don't die like this, not like this. Good block, there we go. And I gotta win off Mike! I gotta win! Oh, I know he doesn't shake. There's a lot of other BS he does too. I'll look over your comments here in a second after this. I just want to get the full exposure at this point. Okay, so I got one round. But that was because Mike was being dumb, not because I beat him. Okay, that was good. See, right here is exactly what I'm doing. Just keeping my distance exactly how much I want to. That was my throw. Oh! Keep your distance. Oh, come on. Why didn't I block that? No! There we go. Nice, I didn't backdash. I was assuming he would do a 6H. Good Baku. Nice setup here. Not gonna do too much damage, just gonna keep some distance from him. I blocked high. You know, when he does his high, he can't get much more damage off of that. That's gotta kind of be careful about it. Don't burst yet, don't burst yet. Okay, stuck in the corner. Nice! Very risky, but nice. Good gold burst. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why am I playing so stupid against Mike, huh? Yeah, whatever. Let's pull up the brackets here, and then I'll read your comments about how much I suck. Oh my God, Mike Z, it's an experience, you know. It's just an experience. You play him and you're like, why am I playing so stupidly? Why am I doing this? But yeah, so this brackets here. 2-1 Mike Z. You can see that right here. 2-1 Mike Z. Let me read your comments here in a sec. Okay. Don't get hit by IK. Yeah, okay. You let him get away with Hammerfall on block. I should never be blocking Hammerfall ever. Because he'll just cancel it into Potbuster. I think one of the things I've learned is just flat out don't block against Potemkin. Make it so you're never in the position where you have to block, essentially. Once you've blocked, you've lost, because you're either going to be trying to get out of the block by backdashing or jumping or something like that, and he's going to Potbuster you, or punish you for it. Let's see here. Counter pick, that's not a bad option. I've considered it, but I always kind of feel like, even if it's a bad matchup, I want to get the win with my character. Just so you can just because I want that data. I want the Potemkin Viking matches to happen, you know? I don't want the Eddie Potemkin matches to happen. Smart versus a grappler means something different. Yeah, play smart means just don't get hit, which is really hard. Regarding Sakura, where Mike doesn't shake, So if I do Sakura and 5H, that's a really great option for people who, even if they shake fast, if you shake fastest, you can't get hit by 5H. But Sakura 5H to Tommy Mat usually hits people at most distances, at most shake levels. If I don't have meter, he needs to get 1 hit to win. Honestly, it's 3 hits. I'm not gonna end up countering that. He does need 3 hits to win. I need to make 3 mistakes essentially. If I make 3 mistakes, he's won. And I just need to kind of just do a whole bunch of tiny cuts. You know, I mean, like that's how Bridget wins. Bridget doesn't win by getting a bunch of specific long damage hits, like like a Johnny or some other character. Bridget just has to play that way, and that's how I have to play against Potemkin, and that's fine. He's slow, so he's actually at a disadvantage. I have to use that to get against him. And that's what I was saying. I don't actually suck. I know that. I suck against Mike Z. It's a difference. It is a little bit discouraging though, because I play against like all these SoCal players, and I'm playing in tournaments. It's like, Jesus, I know I'm better than this. Like I look at the stuff that I can do, and I just apply all of it, and I feel like I'm really good. Like I've improved so much, but I just get beat by so many people in SoCal. You know, it's like I can't even break out of. Sometimes I don't even make top 8 in some of these tournaments. It's like, wow, that's pretty sad. But it's not because I suck. It's because everybody else is so damn good in SoCal. I mean, I'll go and play like Tusk, and we'll have Tusk fight. It's like, geez, he's so good, and we'll have Hirsch, and we'll have Goldencreme and Dine, and just all these different players, right? And it's like we've got all of them piled into SoCal, and so I kind of feel like I suck, but really it's just a lot of top good, really damn good players. In this game, the skill level is so it's intense when you have really high skill level matches. I blocked the Hammerfall and didn't punish. Okay. He whiffs Hammerfall. Yeah. I'm just worried because when he's close, I don't want to punish because I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I punish something when he's that close, I could end up missing something and creating like if I hit Mike with something that's -2, I've got pot bustered. Like that's kind of how I feel with a lot of stuff. So, yeah. Well, that's Mike. Like you saw CEO Taku, and he's beating people he should not be beating. Like, okay, Mike Z at CEO Taku versus Alzarath. Like, oh, Alzarath has that in the bag. Nope. 2 years in a row, Alzarath loses in top 8 on stage against Mike Z. And Mike has no right to be winning that because the matchup is so strong for Alzarath, and Alzarath is such an amazing player. Amazing player. He shouldn't be losing it, but he does because Mike Z gets in your head and makes you do stupid stuff. That's how Mike Z is, and if I feel terrible losing against him on that, but Mike Z's not an idiot, he actually does think a lot about what he does. When you have a gorilla type character, which Mike, Potemkin's not a gorilla, he's a grappler, but he can do stuff where it's just like, oh, I just did 6H and there goes the 30 of your health. So he has gorilla elements in there, and when you have that kind of character, it might seem like the person behind the wheel is dumb, or they don't have to think hard. Mike Z really, really does think hard. He's trained and done so much stuff behind the scenes that you don't know about, where if you end up actually getting past the level that it looks like Mike Z's dumb, he's got 3 or 4 different levels ready where he sees, oh, you've done that? Great, now I'm switching to this. And you can actually see that if you look at my top, or my first to 50 against Mike. The instant I start changing things up, he switches around. And even right from the beginning, I've watched so many of these games where I watch how Mike Z is played and how he plays against other people, and I see him do those patterns against other people. So I'll try and abuse that, but he'll never do it against me because he knows I know that. He really does know all that kind of stuff, it really is he's not small brain in the slightest, but it looks like Potemkin does stuff like that. So Let's see here. Mike Z's quite the nemesis player, so to speak, in terms of poker play style. Oh yeah, I get, yeah, it gets in your head. That's exactly it, right? Like there's footage out there, for example, me in a tournament against Mike, and I'm stuck. I'm waking up next to him. Smooth brain, that's a good description. I'm waking up next to him. He does his overhead, what's that, 6P? His headbutt? He'll do his headbutt, and I'll get hit by it, but I'll barely take any damage. And I'll get knocked down again, and I'll wake up, and he does 6P again. And he does it 4 times in a row, and none of those times I block high, because the wrong answer, 6K, next. Because the wrong answer is to block low, or to block high. If I block high and he chooses low, the amount of punishment is so much greater than getting hit with 6K. It's almost like me getting hit with 6K and the 6K combo 4 times in a row equals 1 low. You know, if he starts with 2K. So the right option is to block low, even if I'm getting hit with high. Block low, like, just don't guess. Do the safe option. And so he'll get in my head, right? If I've blocked low 4 times in a row and I keep getting hit with overhead, you know what's gonna happen the 5th time? We all know what's gonna happen the 5th time. We all know it. I'm gonna block high, and then I get hit by low, right? So the option, the right answer, is block low and try to block high if you see it. If I mess it up, not as much of a punish. So that's just how it is. And Mike is so strong when it comes to Okazeme. Essentially, if you've got knocked down next to him, you've lost the round. So you really have to avoid getting that position. And a lot of Potemkin is avoiding the situation, not dealing with the situation, avoiding it. So like you saw when I won the game right there earlier, I was running. I was, you know, run poke kind of thing. He gets closer to me, go around, run poke, and use his lack of maneuverability against him, because that's how you have to win. You don't play Guilty Gear against him. You play the Potemkin mix-up. Yeah. Well, the thing is with Hammerfall, the correct answer whenever I see Hammerfall should be me jumping backwards. So, you know, full on 9 or 7, full on 7 with a faultless defense. That's what I should be doing every Hammerfall. Because the answer is getting hit. If I block Hammerfall, then I'm closer to him. That's the wrong position to be. He could also cancel it into Popbuster. He could also cancel it into Heat Knuckle, and if he does, that means that's why I have to jump 7 instead of any other direction. So, block and faultless defense. That's the only answer. You know what? Yeah, because you saw. I don't know if you saw or not, but I just posted a video yesterday, which was a clip from one of my tournament brackets where I was doing this stuff, and it was like a big section where I talked about a bunch of things. I got distracted, right? I'm thinking I might do something like that. Like people were sending me messages and talking to me about that I just posted yesterday. So I think this might be a good kind of thing where I'll get distracted at one point and I'll just kind of talk about a lot of stuff, and then I'll just clip this part and put this in its own separate video, and it'll be kind of neat. So I think I'm gonna start doing that. It seems like it was working out pretty well. If you did miss it, there was one little snippet video that I did like that I just published yesterday. It's like 12 minutes long. It talks about like the where the state is of Guilty Gear and how it is in Japan and versus other countries and what I'm kind of doing with it and stuff like that. But yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and get on to this. The next game is going to end up being JMZ versus Juno. So let's pull this up here. Juno playing the coked out Potemkin here. JMZ, of course, on the right. This is loser's side. Whoever loses gets 7th place. We got tagged with 6H. Stuck in the corner here. Doing his Okizeme. Oh, it didn't get hit with that. That should have been a Popbuster, but it wasn't. Like I said, Juno's having a little bit of problems with Popbuster. you know, one thing you'll see with everybody, right? The game is so complex and there's so many details where if you watch enough, you can see that somebody is kind of struggling with one particular technique over another. So for example, with me, you might see me try and do Kairi Tatami and failing, and then you can kind of abuse that because I'm not too good at that yet. And that's the same thing you'll see with Juno. You'll see that his Achilles heel at the moment is not being able to do Potbuster perfectly every time. So you can kind of use that a little bit, but still he's got some pretty strong, solid combo game. That was a nice pop. He's got the last two Potbusters. Can't rely on it too heavily. Oh, nice! I always love seeing it where like they end up changing directions. Like maybe certain other players, they're not great at like teching out of moves, even if they're a top level player, right? I'm not gonna say who. But there's one person I know of who is a good player, but he just kind of sucks about teching out of moves. So I'll actually do Black Beat style combos against them because I noticed that, you know. I'll do something where I'm actually going to do a lot more damage because I'm expecting it to be Black Beat at certain points, but I would normally never go for something like that. I think I mentioned this earlier in his like last game, but I think he never really Potbusters much because he plays on pad, and he can do 360s on pad. He's been playing fighting games for a very long time, but I think he has the problem with half circle back forward motion, and it is just something he just needs to practice with, and he'll probably get better at it. But it might be a little bit harder for him to do it on reaction for quite a while. But he does what he knows best, right? And he's good at doing combos from other games. He's good at doing a bunch of other stuff. So you'll see that. It used to be, I know when he was first starting off, you saw him do a lot of Potbusters after like a jump, right? Because you see that with a lot of grapplers, especially like early starting grapplers. They'll jump and then they'll do a 360 when they land, because it's easy to do a 360 motion when they land. So you kind of see that kind of. Those kind of techniques going on. You don't see Juno doing that anymore, but when he was first starting off with Potemkin, he was doing that. And Juno's, like I said, he's been playing fighting games for a long time, but he kind of just started in our scene very recently for playing Plus R. It's almost kind of surprising how well he's been improving in the game for playing how long he has been. He has not been playing with us for a year. It's been a lot less than that. I don't know exactly how long. But JMZ gets that round there. JMZ going for the gunflame combos. There's gotta be something more optimal than that. Oh, nice Potbuster on land there. I don't think that combo he was going for works on Order Soul. There's a lot of character-specific combos. I don't know if JMZ was going for a burst grabber or not, but that was the time. Hammerfall. Nice. Oh, that move. I remember the first time I was fighting Mike Z, and he did that move. Was it Judge Gauntlet or Gauntlet? I was about to say Gauntlet Hades. Not Gauntlet Hades. Yeah, anyway, so we were going to that move. I saw Mike Z doing it. For the first time, I was like, I see it, I'm gonna react to it. And I Roman canceled and blocked. I was like, yes, I actually like read him. And then I forgot that you could cancel that move. Just press like D or something and you cancel it, and then you just Potbustered me. I was so happy, and then I just got Potbusters. Like, no, I thought I actually got past it, and I read him doing something. So Juno wins 2-0 against JMZ. And let me queue up the next match here. We'll see who's going on next. All right, so the next match here is going to be DJ Azure and Windyman. So we're in for some really dumb stuff here. Really dumb stuff. Okay, here we go. May versus May. Be ready for 3Ks and dolphin cross-ups and 6Ps. Look at that gold burst. Man, what a main. Oh my god. Overhead kiss. More really dumb stuff. Oh, look at that. More overhead kiss. There we go. So this... Oh. So this is another thing when we're talking about like little techniques that you can watch people improve with over time. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Oh man. I can't even commentate on this. What the fuck is this? What am I watching? Oh my god. Oh, there we go. That overhead jackhound, but didn't get me sort of confirm off of that. 3K'd. Oh, blocked the cross up into a throw. Setting up for a dolphin hoop. Just to cover him during his 3K. Nice hit there. No confirm though. Bad gold burst, but I can see where he's going for with that. Nice air throw. That's what I want to see. Oh, just barely missed with the overhead kiss. So the thing with that is, when you do a wake up, like you're waking up from, you know, just a normal wake up, you have 6 frames where you're throw invul. So if you try and throw somebody during that, that's just not gonna work. That's gonna be a kill. Did I say I hate May? I hate May. Good combo there from Windyman. Do an overhead kiss. Gonna do that into a whale super. So that there is a good combo after overhead kiss, but it's not easy to do. It requires a lot of charge partitioning, so it's got a lot of practice and stuff like that. But you'll see Windyman, for example, he's still working on that combo, I think. So he's gotten a lot better at it. But you'll see him use the whale as kind of a crutch. You know, I mean, a lot of people do this. I do it myself too. If you know you're gonna kill, do the easier combo. You know, if your whale's gonna kill them, don't go for the optimal damage. Go for the easy stuff. I'll do the same thing. Now with me, if I do a throw in the corner, I do its Tommy Mat afterwards as the optimal option. But it's a lot harder than almost any other option. I won't go for it if I'm going for a kill. I'll go for like a super or something. Oh, nice. So it looks like it's Windyman in the bag here. Just got one hit left. There we go. That super was the right option. Overhead kiss again. This is the combo. See? Windyman's got it. Couldn't do the second loop on it, but he's got that part there. Good block. So dumb. What am I watching? What am I watching here? Rest of rolling there. One tiny hit left and Azure's gonna lose this. Oh, it's gonna kill. No. You didn't have enough health. The super armor would have eaten through it, but you just didn't have enough health. Should have just followed. Windyman takes it 2-0. Go back to our bracket here. We had Windyman and DJ Azure. Windyman wins 2-0. That means that both JMZ and DJ Azure are now in 7th place. So give us a second to load the next game here. Alright, next match is going to be Goldencreme and Tronzilla. Go ahead and switch this around here.
Heaven or hell?
So Tron's really, really, really good when it comes to bomb setups, and doing like bomb ping pong and all that kind of stuff. The whole Justice Ball. He's good to do a lot of other stuff too. Very good Justice player. But Faust is really easy to get around those bombs. So all of that strength that Tron has with those bombs is going to be practically useless against Faust. Faust is a character who has, look at those donuts, all three, man, back to full health. Faust is a character who has really long range and really fast normals. So I think it's like a 5-frame jump H or something like that that just covers half the screen. It's nuts. And so because of it, it's so fast, you have to almost feel like you're blocking the entire time, you know? Nice setup there from Tron. You know, he was assuming that he would do a door behind him, and he was able to blow up a bomb right behind him as well. Good setup here. Tron actually doing pretty well in this round. Nice. Doing some good comeback here. Good burst. That's one thing I see Goldencreme do a lot. He'll do the force break follow-up. And the burst will completely negate it. So I think some characters, when you do the fishing pole Rekka on them, it'll pull them through the food if there's any food down there on the floor, and other characters it won't. I don't know exactly what causes that, or if I'm just thinking of Action Core or something like that, but I do recall actually getting dragged through food at some point. Robokai ended up stuffing that move. Nice setup there. Justice actually has really good normal moves. Just getting right around. Flower on the head. I've lost so many rounds because of the flower on the head. So the first round goes to Goldencreme, first game. But still, Tron did really well that first game. Nice backdash there. That's such a weird low, because all three of those hits are going to hit really low. I think maybe the third hit doesn't, but it's such a weird move. Got meteors incoming. Nice hit there. Oh, we got hit with the dumbbell. Oh, got hit with the dumbbell. A bomb there. Yeah, the bomb was hiding behind the red crystal. Man, that's the thing too. When you're landing, you have to be faultless defending against a Faust, because he's just got so much coverage in the air, you know. Usu. Point. Nice air throw. No health left. Good block. And that's it. First hit, that's what it is. The first hit's not low, but the other two are. So that's gonna be it. Goldencreme ends up winning 2-0. So we go back to our brackets here. We'll update this. Goldencreme wins against Tronzilla 2-0. Let me pull up our next match here. Give me a moment. Alright, next match is going to be myself versus Windyman. So fortunately, or hopefully, my hatred of May won't make me lose this. We'll see. I do hate May. I hate fighting May. I hate her stupid dumb face. God, I hate May. Alright, let's see. There we go. Good start there with the Dolphin. Nice counter with the Sakura. He didn't wiggle out, so I was able to punish him for that. Ooh, nice try with the No! I was not gonna hit. It was just a weird counter hit there. Oh, what was I trying there? Thought he might have been able to tech that or something. Just don't play. You gotta be prepared for May's stupidness. That's gonna kill. Yeah. Like if we're trying to punish overhead kiss with an attack. Nice. Oh, didn't hit. I wasn't sure if that was an overhead kiss or not, so I didn't want to risk it. Especially if I just got hit with it last round. Nice, nice. What's he gonna do on wake up? Doesn't have meter yet. Okay. That was my attempt at a Tiger Knee onset. There we go, that's gonna kill. He didn't wiggle out. Could have wiggled out of that 2H, but didn't. So now 1-1 on the rounds here. 3K, man. 3K is gonna beat a lot of my tatami mat stuff, so I'm gonna be a lot more cautious about tatami mats because you can just go underneath either a regular tatami mat or an air one. Good burst. Nice. Can I confirm anything off that? No, I don't think so. He's just too high in here. Nice, nice, nice. Man, look at that confirm. And get him stuck in the corner. There we go. That's a death. Very nice. That was a solid round. That's how I want to play. Oppress them like crazy, you know? Don't let them breathe. Abuse every bad whiff that they do. Nice! Tatami mat backdash. Man, he is stuck. Yeah, that's death. Wasn't sure if he would be gonna burst there or not. I think I might have just been a little bit pissed off from fighting Mike Z. I'm taking it out on Windyman at this point or something, you know? See, that's what I mean. Tatami mat just gets eaten by 3K. And be very careful with it. Oh, I wasn't expecting him to get hit with that. I was just going to go and apply more pressure. Nice, one more hit and he's gone. Come on. I'm just trying to play it safe at this point. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Well, that's a win. That's a win. You know, I've actually been bodied by Windyman before in the past, so I kind of want to play it a little bit more safe, especially when it comes to May. You do something wrong against a May, especially his bike, and you just get hosed. So you do have to play kind of smart and defensively. But if you play too defensively against anybody, then you're letting them control the match, right? And that's kind of a problem I have with biking in general, is I let the opponent control the match a little too much. So I need to kind of work on that a little bit more, I think. But that was a good example of how I control the match and abuse anything that they try, so that they makes them feel like they cannot do anything against me, or else they're going to get punished heavily. So in that case, that's what happened. I ended up winning against Windyman 2-0. Let's go ahead and pull up the next one. It's got to be Tronzilla and Juno, because we just saw a little bit of it. But go ahead and pull this up here. Well, the point is, you know, control really is not about blocking, right? If you're blocking, you're on the defensive. And you're trying to turn that control around with guard cancels, but I mean, you look at the top Viking players, they're not... Guard cancel's a thing that she has, but that's not who the character is. So, you know, it's you got to play her like you're playing a real character. As weird as that sounds, play Baiken like she's a real character, and that's where her strengths really are. I mean, you look at Hellmonkey, the stuff he's doing is not from guard cancels. The stuff he's doing is from all this like Baiken controlling movement in space and like rushdown and stuff like that. Baiken has a lot of good strong rushdown stuff, but I think the majority of her strengths really come from her counter hit potential, because she does so much damage on counter hit, and you can get counter hit off of like a tatami mat that deals a ton of stuff. So her counter hit potential is really where you want to kind of focus things on. Yeah. So we're gonna start here. We've got Juno and Tronzilla. Right from the beginning, starting still in the dark. Whoever wins goes to top 4. Tronzilla putting in a Michael Sword right from the beginning. Not a good position for Juno to be in with all those bombs, but also Potemkin's able to just do a slide head to get around those bombs whenever he wants. Slide head will hit anybody touching the ground. It's right there. However, just because he can do that doesn't mean Tronzilla doesn't know that. So Tronzilla knows how to deal with that. He's popped plenty of Potemkins in his day. And so you kind of want to use your opponent's strengths against them. And they know that they're supposed to use slide head, so you know they're supposed to use slide head. So you can work around that. Juno taking the first round already. Nice. The double hit from Tiger Knee version, or air version of Michael Sword. Ended up beating Hammerfall. There we go, that's what I was saying. Slide head's gonna beat that. Oh, nice! Backdash on 6H. Usually 6H is a really good tag against the backdash because it's so active that it'll end up hitting your opponent by the time they end up recovering from the backdash. But Justice's backdash actually has a long time, a lot of frames where it's active. Ended up getting around the whole thing there. Tronzilla still at full health. Got superhero too. You know, the trick is don't go in too close. There's no reason to be going in that close against Potemkin, you know? Just control the space, get those nicks and cuts. He doesn't have the momentum, let him try and come to you, because that's his weakness. And that's how you're gonna be able to take it. It's gonna kill. 1-1 now for the rounds. Tronzilla kind of figuring things out, going back up. 27 frames. Yeah, I wasn't sure how many frames it was. I knew it was really long backdash. But you know, Justice needs it, because Justice doesn't want to get that again. I would never be able to backdash 6H. 6H is just like, it's almost like designed to tag people backdashing. See, that's the perfect distance. Don't move forward. Keep that up, because you can't slide head at that distance against your bombs. Just keep it right there. Don't stop. There you go. Don't move in too close. So pretty even in health here, which is not a good position for Justice to be in. No, guy with the jump D. Not a good spot for Tron. He's got just a tiny bit of health left. That's going to be it. First game goes to Juno. If Tronzilla can take this back. Yeah, get mid-range against Potemkin, right? Because you're right next to Potemkin, that's not a good spot, but mid-range he can't do a slide head without getting hit by the bombs. Don't get me started on Faust 5D. Yeah, that's like the perfect range right here. Just enough to get juggled by bombs, but also close enough where slide head won't work. Oh, got a counter hit there. Hit the bomb, but not the full belt blast of the bomb. You know, it's the last hit of the bombs that actually makes it so you get knocked down. Hits there. Good spot for Tronzilla. Both of them have full meter. That's gonna kill. It was a worthwhile FRC on that point too. Just for safety. setup here. That's the perfect distance. You know, Tronzilla's just trying to be cheap with your character against your opponent's character. Because, I mean, they're going to do the same to you. So every character has their really nasty quirks you have to deal with. And it's just something Potemkin have to get around. Potemkin does have tools to get around those bombs. Oh! Wow, it was risky. Running up and throwing at any sort of point is always risky against Potemkin. Here we go, Tronzilla switching to his Mountain Dew USA colors here. Starting off with a good heat extend. Backdashed around the slide head. If you're new to Guilty Gear and you're fighting Potemkin, and you're having a really hard time dealing with slide head, doing a backdash is a really great option against slide head because it's you're gonna be in the air and you're gonna recover a lot faster than if you had just jumped, right? So you jump, you're gonna be in the air for a longer period of time. Hell, if you're Johnny, you can forward dash against slide head. Nice setup there from Tron. Now, despite his looks, Gigantor actually does not reflect projectiles. It's just like a wall or something, you know. Ooh, oh, I was expecting a heat knuckle there. Well, Juno not doing the heat knuckle. Yeah, I could see that, because Justice's is so long. So Juno has the life lead on this round so far. Not for long. Gonna be trapped in the corner after this too. Yeah. So that's one thing you see a lot of Potemkins do as well. You see Mike Z do it a lot also. They'll do Heavenly Popbuster, not as an attack, but as an actual escape route. So they're stuck in the corner and the Heavenly Popbuster will push them to the other side of the screen, you know? Tried doing that, got tagged by the bomb on the way out. Tronzilla really controlling the map here. Juno just seems so lost against these bombs. Oh, nice counter on the 6H. Good read. That was the only counter I've ever seen him do this game. So, good read there from Tronzilla. 2-1 now. Tronzilla's going to end up going into top 4. So before we watch this, let's switch over to the brackets. And you can see that Tronzilla versus Juno. Tronzilla ended up winning against Juno 2-1. So next game, we're in top 4 now. Next game is going to be Mike Z versus Goldencreme for the winners finals. Let me just edit a few of these things here and we'll get started with that match. Alright, Mike Z versus Goldencreme. This is going to be winners finals. So this one is 3 out of 5. So this is a match we actually see quite a lot of, because both of them end up getting to grand finals a lot. Goldencreme is a very strong player, really, really good reactions, and smart play. Nice lows on there, just keeping the strength up against Potemkin. Nice dead angle. Dead angle is very useful against Potemkin. Just keep him away. Now, he's got poison off on him. Poison is not affected by defense, but it is affected by guts. So poison actually is a really strong attack against Potemkin. Man. Pretty solid kill there for Goldencreme for the first round. Tried to do 5D invincibility, but didn't work on his land. Ooh, wasn't able to jump around that slide head. Stuck with Okuzeme. There we go. Knocked him away. Like just getting right out of the range of that bomb there. Good dead angle. You know, that's a very strong tactic against Potemkin. Give him that dead angle, because it's going to knock him away, right? So that was a technique he didn't really do it right because the side switch happened there. But if you do a Gigantor in the air and your opponent blocks it like they should, you're still in position just to get Heat Knuckle. So it's actually an unblockable setup. You know, they end up blocking false defending, hopefully, the Gigantor, and then you Heat Knuckle them in the air, and there's nothing they can do about it. Unless they slash back. But nobody slash backs Heat Knuckle. Good poke over there. No! Oh no! He did the Roman cancel the block. But I think he just started blocking the wrong direction or something. Oh, and missed the Heat Knuckle again. That's what I was talking about. That's a setup that Mike's doing to get the unblockable. Yeah, he probably blocked the other way too early. You could tell. I mean, he had the forethought to Roman cancel it to prevent getting hit with the bomb. He just blocked the wrong direction, I think. But Mike Z getting the first point. Good backdash there. Nice setup with that. Giving him a slap chop. Getting around is okay. Look at that damage. Man, nice. Look at how much health the Temkin just took. That poison is so damaging. We got meteors incoming here too. Just around wrong time. Freaking Faust, man. Just ducking under 6H. Oh, man. Mike was moving forward. He could have just blocked that. Maybe he got chipped to death or something. Okay. So that's one thing too, you know, when I was first starting, you saw Mike, he would decide whether or not he was going to do the heat extend or not. You know, because if you don't heat extend, you get Oki. So Oki's really important, right? If he gets Oki, he practically wins. That damage, that poison's just eating away at Potemkin. But nowadays, Mike just always goes for the heat extend. And it makes sense. You actually get like 25% meter from doing a heat extend. And you get a ton of damage on them too. Wow. Wow, what a risky move there. But it paid off, so Mike Z won, Goldencreme won. Got a meteor in play. Mike just having to not be able to do much. Yeah, nice flick. Perfect timing on it. Oh, got the bomb. Yeah, he got OTG damage. That was actually pretty wise of Goldencreme. I think he could have teched it and not gotten hit by the bomb. But it's a little risky and harder to do. He just took the OTG damage on the bomb instead. Good block. That was clearly an attempt at a pop buster. Both nearly at no health here. That's going to be it for that round. Like Z takes it. Oh, I thought he was going to combo into that coin. I mean, he's got a bomb behind him. I'm sure if Mike knew it or not. Nice. That's going to be death right there. Into a bomb. Yeah. Wow. Those bombs, you know, you can feel so smart if you use a bomb to extend a combo or something like that, even against a Faust. You know, try and use Faust items against him, like the bombs. It's got a way of, like, of extending your combos or, like, backing you up. So, like, you can possibly, you know, like, make something safe because a bomb's gonna explode behind him, so he has to block it, so you can do, like, a really riskier kind of move. Yeah, you just gotta be aware of it. And I think a lot of it, too, is, you know, how well you can know your character. Because you know your character well, and then you're gonna get into some sort of random scenario you're not used to being in. No! Mike taking a point. 2-1 now. Again, it's 3 out of 5 for this. But if you know your character well enough where you can find out, like, hey, this is a situation I've never been in before, where a bomb's going to explode at this time, and I'm hitting them at this point. What can I do? Then you can find ways to get around it. And that's not really something you can practice with. It's just you have to have played your character long enough to really know all of their routes and how things will work out with it, you know? Doing heat extend, keeping Faust in the corner. Doing a slap chop. You know, they're coming up. Just keep throwing items at him. He's going for the okay. Oh. Wow. I was surprised that it worked. Hey, Tronzilla, how's it going? You're coming up next on the next game here. Nice block there on that bomb. Nice slap chop. Good burst there, but man, still punished. That slashback attempt. That was a good burst. And that's a kill. Yeah, Goldencreme's a really strong player. Oh, we got a mini Potemkin. He's on the wrong side. We have to push him towards the Potemkin. There we go. And not going for the heat extend. That means he's not confident in being able to get back to him. Because you would go for the heat extend if you wanted more meter and more damage kind of thing. It looks like it's the right option. That's going to kill. Yeah, there we go. This is winner's final. So after this, we're going to go to Tronzilla. So Mike Z just won 3-1 against Goldencreme. Go to our brackets here real quick. We'll update this. So Mike Z, Goldencreme. Mike Z wins 3-1 against Goldencreme. So now we're doing loser semis. It's myself versus Tronzilla. Well, let's go ahead and update the names on here real quick. Give me a moment. All right. So now we got Tronzilla versus myself. Go ahead and load this up here. See, Tronzilla's in the chat now. I forgot what the results of this one was. This is our last, the last salty that we did. I have a very hard time getting around Justice Bombs. Pretty much my only answer is to do a Force Break Tatami Mat or just get around them the normal way. So because of that, I always have to make sure I have 25% meter just in case I get into a bad scenario. It kind of feels like it's limiting what I'm trying to do a lot of times. So that right there was me trying to hit him before he could activate a bomb. Even if the bomb was gonna, even if I get hit by the bomb, it would prevent any other bombs from going off. And that was a black beat combo. Interesting burst there. Nice Baku. Well, not enough meter to do anything else off that. Knocked in the corner, not a good position. I do have one force break, there we go. I don't have another one now, so I gotta be really careful. If he knocks me further away, I'm not gonna be able to do much against bombs. There we go, I do have meter again. Man, good burst, don't want him to get away too far. Now he's out of meter, so he can't do Superior Trance. Good throw. Should be able to throw him from that. Line it back up. I have meter to do. Damn it. Oh no! That's it, I'm dead. That was a close round. I should have thrown him from that. I went on it. I don't know why I didn't. Might have been a missed input or something. No meter early round and you get that bomb set up. It's a very difficult position to get out of. Man, he has my clock cleaned on this round here, it looks like. Oh, nice. I didn't have meter to do any other kind of extension. It was a little too far away from the setup I had. So I couldn't have done a full combo against that from that position. Tronzilla takes the first game, but that was pretty strong. We had a really good first round there. And that tiger knee, the tiger knee gets me all the time. The Michael sword. Nice setup there, a lot of damage. I went for the FRC extension for the damage there. Probably shouldn't have, just because I can easily screw myself over. Now I got meter again. I was expecting him to do a tech. There we go. Yeah, that was a weird version of that combo. Come on. I'm deciding to save my burst here. Nice. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Not a good position round start. I gotta walk forward enough to get meter, and then I can do something. And now he's gonna not do it because he knows I have meter. Nice clash, nice 6H. Not a good position here. I'm gonna have to do this version of the combo instead. Should have blocked that. I think I was going for a Zakuro, and that's why I didn't block it. Nice. Nice. Doing some solid damage here. And setting back up for an Oki. He's probably gonna do Superior Trance on Wake Up. That's why I did a... That's why I ended up doing a Terminator run instead. That's gonna be some good damage, but it's not gonna kill. I do have full meter. He's got none. Yeah, the trade ended up killing me there, though. Nice. Nice setups here. Okay, going for a throw. And now I can do this. You can burst, okay. You know, bursting is actually not a very good option against a throw against Biken, because a throw prorates all over following damage by 50%. So you're not going to get too much damage off of a throw. It's better to save your burst for something that's better. Ooh! I thought I had him with that one. So far, very strong game. Oh, come on. Try and get in. Yeah, it wasn't a counter hit, so I was expecting him to try and tech at some point, but he never did. Come on. Nice throw on his backdash. That was not supposed to be a double Yozansen. I was supposed to be going for a Tommy Mat, but because I'm doing a punch and kick at the same time, I ended up messing it up. But it's 1-1 now, so this is a very strong game. Good play here. So normally Terminator Run is not a good option against bombs, just because it ends and then you hold the bomb until it's done. But I'm actually going for not the Terminator Run, but for the follow-up for a Terminator Run, where I do an actual attack afterwards, like a Sakura or something like that, and trying to get him hit with it once he summons another bomb or explodes something or something like that, you know? So the Terminator Run isn't what's working, it's the guard cancel with the Terminator Run that's hitting a lot of stuff. Nice. Nice setup, good. Doing this, gonna do an Oki follow-up here. Still a little too low for it to have worked. Gotta keep that meter. Oh no. No. Ooh. I'm just watching in awe. It's like, what's gonna happen? Alright, alright. Nice. Okay, I got 25% meter. Oh no, not a good spot to be in. See, that's what I mean with the tournament run. You easily beat through that. Block, good block. Oh, nice. Just within range. Very quick and easy kill against me. Part of it was the bomb damage. I don't know if you saw how much damage that combo did, but that was nuts. Good hit there. I don't have enough room to do a triple tatami. Nice, nice. Oh no! That was me going for a throw there. What happened? I was just out of range and he ended up throwing me. It's not good, man. That's a shame. I had a really good last round. He's got full meter. Gonna go for something. Doesn't have any burst though. Let's block. Still got hit just at the end there. That was a good struggle though. I really went for it. But Tron ended up taking it. Very good games, Tron. Let's go back to our bracket here. I'll update this. Tron ends up winning against me 2-1. I do not feel bad about that game. I think I played a very good game. So next one's going to be Tronzilla versus Goldencreme. Give me a moment to load this up here. Alright, now we got Tronzilla and Goldencreme. This is the losers finals. Whoever wins gets the privilege of fighting Mike Z in grand finals. This air throw set up first for the meteors. He gets hit with the 2K. Man, he has got Tron on lockdown here. Look at this. That Faust range is so good. That's gotta be it. Dealing with the 6H. This one is gonna be 3 out of 5. Combo set up there. Hit, good hit. Throwing items just to make sure you can't escape. Turn that jump hard. You gotta be flawless defending when you're landing against Faust, because his range is his range and speed is so good that you can't really do it on reaction. You just gotta assume it's gonna happen. And Goldencreme kicks a very quick game there. Set up there. Again, Goldencreme could just do a door at any time, pretty much, to get behind those bombs. So the bomb game is not going to be very strong against Goldencreme. Bunch of bombs there. Oh, nice combo extension with the Robokai. Goes for hack and slash command grab. That was interesting. He got hit with the first hit of the 6P overhead from Justice, but not the second hit. The problem with me with false defending in the air is, you know, if they knock me up really high, they're going to be underneath, cross-undering me, so I can't really tell which one's the right direction. And then if I try to false defend, I'll end up getting counter hit and just reset for another combo, you know? That's always a tough part for me. Nice there. He's got the health advantage so far in this round. That's gonna kill. Good. Got a bomb incoming. Good block. Oh no, got poisoned. Like I said, you see Golodencreme go for that a lot. He ends up pommeling him on his burst. Yeah, you see Golodencreme go for the force break extension on that Rekka a lot. So much so that I see so many people try and burst out of it. They don't hit Golodencreme, but also Golodencreme like just doesn't get the damage on the force break. Oh, good block on that burst. Good throw from Golodencreme's side. Throw is always a strong option. Oh, got hit in the air, so it wasn't able to follow up with the rest of the Rekka there. Nice setup extension all the way to the other side of the corner. Needs one tiny hit. There we go. Potentially last round here for Golodencreme. You know, regarding neutral teching, it's actually a very good option against Potemkin. You know, a lot of people tend to forget neutral teching because they think that it's a slow tech, which it is. It's 1 frame slower. You know, you can get punished with a black beat combo because you're not using it, because you use neutral tech. But I mean, how many times have people 1 frame perfect on stuff, you know? So it's actually still a pretty good option. Alright, mini pot in play. House is trying to keep him locked down towards the mini pot. That's it. Man, Golodencreme playing so strong. Keeping the whole board on lockdown. Back to our brackets first before we get to grand finals. That was Tronzilla versus Goldencreme. Goldencreme wins 3-0. Means Golodencreme's not going to be in here for grand finals. Give me a moment just to adjust the names and stuff like that, and we'll get started with the grand finals. Alright, here we go. Mike Z versus Golodencreme grand finals. Golodencreme has to win 2 sets. It's both 3 out of 5. Mike Z choosing his song, Pride and Glory. Got to hit slide head and let him get a little bit closer. Oh, got hit him twice. It's good. We saw again there the OTG hit on the bombs. It's a safer option. Oh, it's gonna hurt. Look at all that poison damage. Like, see, he has 1 hit point left. There you go. Poison cannot kill on its own, but it can bring the opponent down to 1 hit point. Going for the heat extend. Gives him a ton of meter and also gets the opponent to the other side of the screen. Where it does a lot of damage too. Nice hit there with the slap chop. Picking up the items that, there we go, mini pot. Mini pot's gonna be strong here. Oh, Pop Buster! Can't get any sort of combo after that, I don't think, against Faust. You can against certain other characters. Nice anti-air. 2D. Ooh! What? What? Oh no! Oh! Oh wow! That was a shame. Golodencreme had that. Oh no! I still can't get over that. That's a shame. Alright. Faust has almost no health left. You can see Mike trying to flick the pan, just got a little bit off on the timing there. Just straight up 5H against Slap Chop. Mike, he's taking the first round there. He stole that one though. He stole it. That was a shame, man. I felt bad watching that. Yeah, he's been doing more and more Hammerfall FRCs lately. He's been going for a lot more FRCs. It's kind of interesting. Mike Z is not a player who just kind of sits by continuously winning because he just has the skill before or something like that. That's not how Mike Z is playing. He's been practicing a lot more. So Golodencreme getting the first round there on the second game. So it almost feels like, at least for me as Biken, against the Faust, he's got like every option on round start is gonna win. I'll set up there. Good mini robo there. So 1-1 on the rounds. Let's go for a quick punch. Oh, Meteor's in play. Got Meteored there. Oh, nice slap chop over a 6H. Wow, they didn't kill him. Super close. There we go. Goldencreme taking a round.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duo, let's rock.
I think part of the thing that why Goldencreme's doing the jump H is because Mike is going for techs, and if he techs, then Goldencreme can throw an item, and you know Goldencreme seems to have the advantage if Mike's in the air and he's on the ground, right? So I think that's actually intentional, letting Mike tech, because he notices Mike techs a lot. Nice kill there.
Duo, let's rock.
4 hits. That's almost a dirty tactic. I've seen him do it before. I don't know if he's if it was against Goldencreme or not, but where you do the burst at that right time and then you can do Heavenly Popbuster while they're in the air. That's just dirty. Oh, it didn't get hit. Oh! Got hit on the back end. Just about dizzied here, too. That's death.
Duo, let's rock.
It's almost crazy that you can do that. A 2D into the heat knuckle. Got a meteor in play here too. The mini robo. Nice setup. Ooh, I almost saw Goldencreme get hit with that bomb there for a moment. That's not gonna be good. Not going for the heat knuckle. Oh, Mike, there we go. That killed Mike. 2-1.
Please select your character. Heaven or hell. Duo,
Potential
let's
reset here
rock.
coming in from Goldencreme. Oh, I got poisoned. You just see just how much damage that poison's dealing against Mike. Golodencreme just keeping his distance. Oh, blocked the burst even though he didn't get hit by the burst. Abuse the lack of mobility that Potemkin has. What you gotta do. Golodencreme on the verge of winning the set here. Oh, got flicked. Trying to keep Potemkin in the corner. Oh, got hit. Wrong position. Oh, got thrown. Not sure Golodencreme's gonna be able to get out of this one. That's gonna be it. Oh, backdash and hot buster. Yeah, I can tell he's really abusing that pop buster against him. Look at that. Hammer, fall, break, pop buster. That's gonna be it. Got Roman cancel. This is gonna kill. Oh no, he didn't go for the Roman cancel. Man, what a quick win. Mike Z just calling the shots now. 2-2. This is the time where it's a potential reset or it's Mike taking it. Final game of the set here. Potential tournament point for Mike Z. Oh, slap chop. Nice pan. 2D in the hammer. Man. See, he knows his stuff. Mike Z really knows his stuff. Pop buster. Man. Just the momentum he gains. That's going to be death right there. Oh my god. Potemkin's so dirty. I say ban Potemkin. That's what I say. Potemkin should not be allowed in this game. Man, the 2D and the heat knuckle. Yeah, Super's gonna help him out. Why both? Oh, that didn't help him out at all. Now meteors are coming though. Like messed up the finger flick on it. That's it right there. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. See? I called it. I knew he could do it. Oh, I think he could have comboed more after that. But man. Oh. Oh, that's dirty. That's so dirty. Oh my god. And that's it. Mike Z takes it. 3-2. Oh man. So dirty. Oh my god. Well, let's go back to our brackets here. Mike Z won against Goldencreme 3-2. And we're gonna end the tournament here. Mike Z is winning. Yeah, it was so brutal because he just bursted in the middle of the Rekka and just went for Heavenly. And there's nothing Golodencreme could have done out of it. But here we go. So Mike Z is our supreme champion. Golodencreme is, of course, the worthy adversary. Tronzilla, maybe next time. Myself, I got 4th place. Not too bad. Juno and Windyman got 5th. DJ, Azure, and JMZ tied for 7th. And then we had Midi, Weatherbee, Shodan, and Mech all getting 9th place. So yeah, so that's it pretty much, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll still be on to chat on Discord and stuff like that afterwards. Again, you can catch me live on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or sorry, Sunday. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. I'll be bringing back my my fighting game arcade mode. Coming back on Tuesdays. That's where I play through arcade modes of fighting games on the hardest difficulty and bash my skull in as I am incredibly frustrated. Last time I beat the story mode of Samurai Shodown 1 on the hardest difficulty and it took me all night to do one character. So we're gonna do more of that on Tuesday. It's actually a lot of fun, especially if you guys are there to cheer me on and kind of make fun of me at the same time. Well, like I said, I'll be on Discord, so I'll keep talking with you guys, and I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good night.